What's going on, Aces? Welcome back to the channel. So, y'all, the internet is split, right? Some people are saying that they really enjoyed Mea Culpa starring Kelly Rowland. Other people are saying that, this was one of the worst movies they ever seen. Uh, Listen, Tyler Perry is going to write, direct, and produce a Tyler Perry film with his Tyler Perry stamp on it, okay? He said that this movie with Kelly is a quote unquote a fun ride. Okay. So he says that it's an erotic thriller and it reminds him of the type of films that his aunts used to watch. He goes on the Today Show and he says, I just remember how my mother and my aunties would call each other and go, "Oh, girl, did you see that? What was that?" They would be calling each other, trying to talk about all these crazy movies. And I wanted another generation to be able to have that kind of energy and fun and camaraderie. Basically, a conversation. Oh, Tyler. Okay, so I did watch it, right? And let's talk about it. Let's have a conversation. So Trevante Rhodes, who plays Zaire, who is gorgeous. I mean, Kelly and him are both gorgeous in this. Says that he loves these type of movies because they have a certain type of energy about them. He says, quote, "This energy is color. It's one that's very reflective of my life, so I enjoy the energy." He said that it's easy to play Zaire because he can relate to the character. I bet he can. He's a master of his craft and he likes to express himself through his creative ability. So in the film, Kelly Rowland, she plays Mia, right? Who's a married criminal defense lawyer. And she finds herself questioning her values when she takes on Travante's character, Zaire. He is an artist accused of unaliving his girlfriend. So she takes him on as a client, and Mia is, pulled in. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Unfaithful with Diane Lane, and she falls for like this young, sexy artist in the loft, even though she's married. It kind of gives me that type of vibes. But she's pulled in because he's very alluring, he is, in a way that breaks her professional boundaries and threatens her marriage, which has its secrets of its own. So her husband, Cal, lost his job as an anesthesiologist and he's in a recovery program. And this is important because the stuff that he says to her, um, in regards to, like, for instance, he sold her piano to buy his mom a G-Shock watch. And, he tries to come at her and tries to talk to her at the side of his neck. And I'm like, child, not when you out here selling my piano and not paying any bills, okay? Can you pay my bills? Kelly and I already told y'all, can you pay my telephone bill? Can you pay my automobile? Okay, then maybe we can chill. Okay, and then she pulled him out, right? This was Mia. This wasn't Kelly, but she was tossing the bills all over the kitchen. Like, I don't think you do. So you and me are through, okay? His brother-in-law is the prosecutor for Zaire's case, okay? And her mother-in-law is the biggest Karen to have ever Karen, okay? Her name is Azalea. She has cancer, going through chemotherapy, and she's using the remaining of her days to take Mia down, okay? Or she says she has cancer. As Mia and Zaire get closer, she remains afraid of becoming his next victim, right? So it's that cat and mouse game where she really finds him alluring and sexy, but she's also a bit scared because, anybody in their right mind would be, right? This man is on trial for supposedly unaliving his past girlfriend, but she's not sure whether he's innocent or not. So I don't want to spoil it for you guys because if you did want to watch it, I don't like to give spoilers, but I will say this. I will say this. Zaire is definitely, again, giving the artist playboy, right? Where he has had several women. There are some scenes in there where I'm just like, Tyler Perry films, they start out okay and then they just end up too much. Because why was this random uh chick um pleasuring him, and she just came out of nowhere. Like she just literally came out of nowhere. And so Kelly tries to leave, try to escape out the elevator, and she's like, the elevator's stuck. He's just staring at her laughing while he's oh my gosh, while he's still getting pleasure. So she goes down to the elevator. And then another scene with Shannon, who plays Mississippi on P Valley, which is, we're good to see her, Shannon Thornton's character. She is Kelly Rowland's, Mia's sister-in-law, but she plays the exact same character in all of her films and shows, right? Even in this one, she's with a man who's very disrespectful. She's very passive, very meek, very quiet. Um, but yeah, we find out that she's more involved in this whole situation with Mia and Zaire than just being Mia's ride or die, just being her friend. Um, the portraits that he does is a key piece of information. And he's just doing the most with the least. Like this man, and there's so many different questions, right? Like there's so many questions that start off well, but then they're not answered. Like there was a lot of tension between her and her PI. They supposedly go way back, which is great. But if they do, or if she had a PI, I don't understand why he didn't find all the things that we find out later about the family, about the lies that come out, about Zaire and his past, about all the previous women. I mean, I'm sorry. I like the film, but Tyler, he always leaves us with more questions than answers. The only film that he did that I really truly enjoyed that answered all the plotline questions was A Family That Prays. Okay. That one was absolutely done correctly, right? This one is giving, unfaithful slash Diary of a Mad Black Woman slash, Temptation. You guys remember that with Journey Smollett? But it's just always like random, intimate scenes out of nowhere, answers that we never have questions for, like the girlfriend who he supposedly unalived. um, she was told to be Mexican, but then come to find out, Mia goes on vacation somewhere else outside of Mexico. I'll say that. Just I don't know. I'm trying to explain all this to you guys without giving any spoilers because I don't want to ruin the movie. But listen, it's a good movie. If you don't mind Tyler Perry and his foolishness, he said that he wanted it to be a fun ride, and that's what I think it was, right? Because again, a lot of shocking discoveries, as the article has said here. I don't know about that, but I will say that there's a lot of fight scenes toward the end, and then of course Mia is triumphant at the very end, um, dressed in all black like the Omen. I just remember her singing that. Kelly Rowland getting into Lil Kim's verse, but yeah, that's and she gets a text, and she ends up just going her separate ways, I should say. She comes out on top at the end, but I won't tell you how she gets there. It is truly a wild Tyler Perry ride. Tyler, we need you to hire more writers. Sir, you're a billionaire, okay? And we're not going to drag you for filth, okay? Because we're not Monique, but we need you to hire the writers that you hired for A Family That Prays. we need you. We need you to stop writing the exact same movie over and over, because Tyler, you have enough money to hire a therapist. We need for you to unpack why all of the husbands on your movies are broke and abusive, and they essentially are misogynistic. We need answers to these questions, and we also need plot lines that actually answer the questions. Right? Don't just leave us hanging. Help us help you, Tyler. Help us help Tyler Perry Studios. Um, you know, have movies that are fun to watch, not just a wild ride, but actually brings us on home and gives us, answers to the plot line. The whole, because the holes in this plot line is giving Swiss cheese throughout this movie, but it was very interesting. So, you guys, I want to know: have you watched Mea Culpa? Are you going to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below? Please be sure to like the video, share, and subscribe if you have not done so already. And I will talk with you in the next one. Take care, Aces. Bye.